having tasted God's love and forgiveness, we have an awesome privilege to share his love with our family, our friends, and our neighbors.
This skit is about how our influences and small sacrifices could draw many people to the Lord, even though oftentimes we do not see those that turn to Christ in our lifetimes. But one day we will rejoice joyfully when we see them in heaven.
This scene is in heaven. Angels singing. Two friends walking down in the golden street in heaven. They hear a voice.
Uncle, Joe, is that you? You probably don't remember me. I was only 9 when you did the Sunday school at church. Remember at the end you used to pray that we would take Jesus into our lives. Well, one day when you prayed that prayer, I took Jesus into my life.
Oh, wonderful. I always prayed that God would show his love to all my Sunday school kids and that they would come to know him as their Savior.
Thank you for praying and sharing Jesus with us. I would not have been here if it weren't for you sharing your love of God with us.
It was my pleasure.
And another person walked up to Joe and said,
Uncle? Do you remember, Uncle, the time you gave £200 to help a child in India at your church meeting? The money that you'd kept for your holiday? I'm that child. I'm the child that you saved. I'm the child that came across the love of Jesus Christ through your charitable sacrifice.
I'm so delighted to hear that. I did not know then that what I had gave would create such a great impact.
Thank you so much for giving to the Lord. I am a life that was changed by your generosity, and I'm glad that you gave.
It was my joy to give.
One by one, they came and told Joe that the very reason they were in heaven was because he was willing to share God's love with them.
Thank you, Uncle, for coming home and praying for my mum, who was sick. God heard your prayer, and today we are in heaven because of you.
It was my joy to give.
Thank you for showing me the love of God when I was depressed. You changed my life.
It was my joy to give. You can go
now. My son, I'm so glad that you have gave of the love that you have received. Here is your reward.
His family members and friends were in heaven because Joe made a decision to love God through his life and by his giving.
We also invite you all to share God's love with your loved ones and friends so they too can experience God's abundant love.
And lastly, we would like to encourage you according to Matthew chapter 10, verse 8. Freely you have received, freely give.
And this commandment we have from him, for he who loves God must love his brother also. 1 John chapter 4, verse 21.
Crazy way.
Love changed me more than I can say. Your love is finished.